Hello and a huge welcome to this video. I'm Scorpion from How To Do, and in this video we will be learning how to make an X-ray vision like Sniper Elite 4, that is this one. Alright, something like this. So we're gonna create it inside of Unity, and this is pretty easy, so let's get started. First thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add a plane so that our things can stand on it at least. And then I have these two 3D models from Sniper Elite 3. So this is Carl, and he's really big. If you don't know how to download 3D models from any game, then make sure you see my video. The link will be in the description box below. So as you can see, this is Carl, and I'm gonna select Carl and reset his transform, make him bigger, somewhat like this. Okay, looks pretty cool. And then I'm gonna select the skeleton. It's also from Sniper Elite 3, and I'm gonna drag that inside here. And then I'm gonna select this one and also make it smaller, 0.01. Apply that, and it's also small. There we go. And then I'm gonna paste the transform, or copy the transform first of Carl. So copy component, paste component in the skeleton, and there we go. Now both of them are inside each other. So as you can see now, it's not clear, so let me just go ahead and give them the materials first. I'm gonna go to Carl, and this is the face. Nope. Then there is the lower body. Both are the same. And then the upper body. This one is darker and this one is lighter. And then the upper body goes for the hands also, I guess. No, where are the hands? Where are my hands? Oh shit, where are the hands? Okay, they should be somewhere over here. And the hands are gone. Let me just go ahead and give it to here. There we go. Control Y, there are the hands. And then I have to also, yeah, that one. Okay, so the hands are on the lower body. That is not cool. Okay, so there we go. The hands and all that, just the eyes are remaining. Let me just go ahead and select his eyes. He's looking pretty freaky without his eyes. So select the eyes and bam, and then select his eyeballs and then bam. There we go. Now he's looking pretty cool. So this is Carl from Sniper Elite 4. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select him and hide it and unhide the skeleton, and then add the material for the skeleton. This is for his bones. Nope. And the organs, then the bones, and then the nerves, and then his skull. Oh, skull. And there we go. So pretty cool. So this is also from Sniper Elite 3. If you don't know how to download any of the 3D model from any game, then make sure you see my video. Okay, so as you can see, both of them are on top of each other, so that is pretty cool. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and make select the camera and say Control Shift F to focus the camera right here. So as you can see, the game view also is over here. So whenever you move and say Control Shift F, the camera will snap where your scene view is. So that is pretty cool. I use it all the time in order to set my camera. So now we want to make an X-ray vision out of it. So how do we do that is really simple. First thing what you see in here is that the skeleton is only visible, and that the head is not, the actual head is not visible, it's black. So we want to make a black material. So create a material. I'm gonna call it black, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set it to black like that, and then make sure it is on specular, and then select the specular and also set that to black. So as you can see, when you do that, there is no reflection anymore. So that is what we need, because in this reference there is no reflection, there is no shadows, nothing. So that is pretty cool. So when we have done that, we can see that when I add that, it still has some kind of a thing. So like there is some reflection going on. So just go ahead and decrease this slider to smoothness to 0, and there we have it. Cool. I'm going to do that. And now what we need to do is we need to duplicate the skull so that we have one of them with the materials, and I'm gonna change the material of this guy to black. There we go. And also his eyes too. Select each and everything and then set it to black, so it's fully black right now, right? So this thing that you see white is only the skull, so you don't have to worry about that. It's full black right now, and as you can see in the game view. Okay, but still we cannot see the skull, and that is not cool, because we want to see the skull out of it, and it should be an X-ray vision kind of a thing. So in order to do that, first thing I'm gonna go ahead and set this solid color and then set it to something like this one, so it looks like better right now, right? Okay, so in order to do that, what we need to do is we need to select the skeleton and then select all the meshes inside of it, so this makes the skeleton, right? And then go ahead and go to layers and add a new layer, and then I'm gonna call this new layer X-ray layer, and then select all the meshes of the skeleton and then set them to X-ray layer. Cool. And when you do that, select the main camera and then go ahead, and as you can see there's a culling mask over here, and then select that. This is what the camera renders. So camera actually is now rendering everything, but we don't want to render the skeleton right now. So if I deselect that, you will see that we will not be able to see these white things at all, because the camera is not rendering the skeleton right now. As you can see, I'm moving the skeleton and we cannot capture that inside of the camera, so that is pretty cool. Now we want to render the skeleton with a different camera. So how we do that is we go into the main camera and say another camera, and so we can see the skybox over there, and we can also see the skeleton popping out like that. But we don't want to render anything, we just want to render the skeleton. So in order to do that, we're gonna go ahead and set the culling mask to nothing, and then we're gonna set it to X-ray. So now we can only render the skeleton over here. But as you can see, we also render the skybox, and that's not what we want. And plus the camera, this camera and this camera are not one, because we want to merge this image with this image in order to get the X-ray effect. So in order to do that, we have to set the clear flags to depth only, and as you can see right away, we can see that they both merge, and that is cool. And yeah, if you don't see this, then it means that your camera's depth are same. So this depth is -1, and my camera, the second camera, has depth 0. So if I set this to -1 or 1 or -2, yeah, when I set it to -2, we cannot see the skeleton. So we have to increase this number on the second camera. So I'm gonna set it to 1, or you can set it to 100. So anything, just increase the width, increase it from here. All right, so that is it. So now we have an X-ray vision, and then of course you can move the cameras. No, you don't have to move this camera, you have to move the main camera, right? Yeah. Okie dokie. So we have this kind of thing, and everything is pretty cool. However, you have to make sure both the cameras have the same transform, or at least the camera inside of the other camera has the transform 0 0 0 0 0 0, because if we change the transform of the other camera, then as you can see it changes and it makes a kind of a really cool illusion, but that is not what we want right now. But of course you can use this kind of an illusion in different games, but that's not what we want right now. So now comes the part that how do we enable and disable the X-ray vision. So it's pretty simple. You can just go ahead and turn off the main camera, and just like that, and the X-ray vision is stopped. But as you can see, the materials are still there, so I have to write some kind of a code in order to do that. So let's start making code. So what I want to accomplish in this video is that when I hold my button, that is right click, and then we should be able to see the X-ray vision, and then if I release the right mouse button, the X-ray vision should stop. So let's go ahead and make that. So first thing what I'm doing, I'm gonna go ahead and go in here. it's my secondary monitor, and I'm gonna go ahead and import Playmaker just like that. And of course it's gonna take some time, but if you don't know what Playmaker is, then go ahead and click link in the description box below and see my tutorial video on basics of Playmaker. It's really cool asset which will allow you to write scripts without writing a single line of code, or make scripts, or do some kind of thing. It's a visual thing like flowcharts, and it's really easy to use, and you can make any kind of game with it. Like I have made whole lot of tutorial videos. Let me just quickly show you guys. If you are new in my channel, go ahead and make sure to subscribe my channel, and I already have made a tutorial video on how to make a sniper scope effect that looks something like this. So hello, in this video we will be made all of this in just Playmaker that we see in many games, and at the end of the video we will be able to make something like this. Alright, so as you can see, there is an animation and really cool things we're gonna cover different here. So if you want to learn that, go ahead and make sure you see that in the video. And I already have made a tutorial on how to make a skull blast system like this one. Alright, skull blasts like that, and it's not physics, it's just an animation. As you can see, these are the animation keyframes, and you can blast the skull, and it does not has any physics. You can also remove the mesh colliders that I do in the future process. Let me just quickly show you guys if I can do that. So yeah, there we go. So I have removed all the physics related things like the rigid body and the mesh colliders, but still I will be able to get this kind of really nice animation, right? So, and then I showed you how to download any 3D model. So this is the video, how to get 3D models from any game 2019. So I think okie dokie. So Playmaker is here, and this is the Playmaker. And when you do that, you will be able to see the Playmaker window over here, and this thing is popping out again and again, Playmaker auto updater. So you have to go search and say Playmaker update, something like that, updater, and search one, auto updater. Yeah, this one, the Playmaker auto updater, and just delete this script, and you will not be able to see that pop up again and again. So yeah, make sure you do that. And let's go ahead and make the script. So go ahead and make a new empty game object. This will handle all the scripts. I'm gonna say FSM. So this is how you write code. So FSM is state machine. I don't know what the F stands for, but state machine. And in here, when the game starts, we want to go ahead and say check if the player is pressing the button, and we want to get the mouse button down. Sorry, not up, down. So get the mouse button down, which means when the player presses the mouse button, that is the right or left. I think left is good. And then we're gonna say X-ray. This is an event that will just gonna execute when we press that. Press the mouse button, and then we're gonna go ahead and say get mouse button up, get mouse button up, get mouse button up, the left one, and then we're gonna go ahead and say finished. And I'm gonna explain to you what I'm doing right now. So when the player presses the mouse button that is left, then we're gonna go ahead and come over here. You can rename it to anything, you can name the event to anything, it does not matter. And then when we're gonna release the mouse button, then we're gonna go ahead and come back. So if you don't believe me, then I'll make you believe it by playing the game and coming in here. So now we are in this state. So when I press the mouse button, we are in there, and when I release it, you can hear it, right? So that is working. So now only thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and make the XRay Vision work. So when the game starts, we don't want the XRay Vision to be working. So what makes the XRay Vision work is this camera. So I'm gonna say activate game object and deactivate the camera. So specify the game object to the camera and then deactivate it, that this is activate and this is deactivate. So save that and play the game. We will not be able to see the skull. There we go. But as you can see, the material is still black, so we have to also set the material. So how we do that is we're gonna say set material. Set material. There we go. And we have to set the materials of all the game objects that are inside the car. So there are these game objects in there. Okay, so set the material of the default. No, not this user owner. It should be specify game object and drag and drop the default. And then I'm gonna go ahead and open this reference over here. It has the actual one. I'm gonna go to Carl and then see. So the default one actually has the lower material, so I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop the lower material in there, and then I'm gonna copy paste, select the object 001 and select the object 001 over here. It has the lower again, so drag and drop the lower, copy paste, object 2 has upper one, so drag and drop the upper one in there, copy paste, object 3 has nothing, so just leave it. Object 4 has body, so object 4 is there, and then the body. Object 5 has the body also, so copy paste, object 5 has the body also, copy paste, and object 6 should have body also, so just go ahead and drag in the object 6 in there. That should do it. Okay, play the game and you will be able to see that all the materials are now set. There we go, cool. So now we want to come back in here, say edit, and when we go ahead and come in here, we want to just invert everything that we just did. So copy all of these actions, copy, come in here and paste them. So we want to activate the camera that shows the skeleton, and then we want to set the materials of all these guys to black. So go ahead and set it to black, or you can just simply drag and drop black in there. Make it a little bigger, make it smaller from here, and then black, and then black, and then black, and then black, and there's one over here, black. So that should take care of everything. So if I play the game now, you will be able to see that we will be changing between X-ray and non-X-ray. Pretty cool, right? Awesome. So this is the X-ray vision that I just told you about, and it looks pretty much the similar like this one. Of course, they have the muscles over here, and let me just come over here and show it to you guys. There is also a 3D model for the muscles, so I'm gonna say muscle, and there we have it, the muscle 3D model. If you don't know what this site is and all that, then make sure you see that video that I just showed you. But this is also from Sniper Elite 3, as you can see over here. So just download this one and add it inside over here, and the muscles will be over here. But as you can see, this one is little advanced because the head is only visible, and then it's fading away from here, and then it's also fading away to black and normal colors. So I don't know how to fade between the colors inside of Unity, but if I will be able to know how they do that, then I will make sure to add the video in here. But this one looks pretty cool to me right now. And of course you can make an animation like changing between the colors and all that. It's really simple, no big deal, but this one is the basics for doing that. And of course you can change the position of the camera too, in order to see from different perspectives. Where is it? Come on, like from here. And of course you can make it move, like when they do like this, like they will move and then transition to X-ray and then still moving like that with the bullet and all that. So it's pretty simple, and you just have to be you know, creative. But that is it. That is the main thing that you just need to know. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. If you like this video, then make sure to hit the like button in the description box, below this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you want some tutorials, then make sure you comment below that what kind of tutorials you want. And if you want to support me, then make sure you support me through PayPal. The link will be in the description box below. You can donate me some money, because if I come over here, so my account monetization is not here. As you can see, you can get reviewed after 4,000 watch time and in previous 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. So I have 1,000 subscribers and more than 1,000 subscribers, but I don't have much watch time. I need 4,000, but I have only 3,600, so I need some watch time. So yeah, so because of this I am not able to apply for monetization because this one is not completed yet. So if you want my videos to be monetized, then make sure you give me some watch time. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.